What's up, everybody? Simon here. Today I want to talk about something very important. The GOP has released their second stimulus plan. As you guys may know, I did do a video on the HEROES Act, which is above. This was a plan released by the House of Representatives about a month ago, where they offered their version of the next stimulus package. And as of Monday, the GOP released their version of the stimulus package. And there are some very exciting things in that package as well that you should know. Before I go into that video and discuss what the GOP is offering and what it may look like in terms of approval times, please go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. As always, I offer some investment advice from a successful career, and I hope you like my videos. So go ahead, subscribe. Let's get into this video. The Republicans, which is the GOP party, unveiled their new plan. The reason they're doing that is because in August, the $600 additional stimulus payment that's federally backed is about to go away. So they need to see what form of stimulus they can offer to the population that is still unemployed and struggling. And there are a lot of people currently struggling. The unemployment rate is still very high at about 11 to 12%, although their jobs are being created and more jobs will be created with Christmas time coming around. People are still having a hard time getting by. In my previous video, again, it's right there, the HEROES Act covered an additional extension of stimulus payments as well as some moratorium and rental freezes. That plan was not approved. So the HEROES Act was never approved by the Senate or the GOP, and it was never signed into law. But with time winding down before the next stimulus plan must be issued, the GOP has come out with their own agenda. The measure includes extending your federal unemployment benefits to 70% of what you were making as your wage while you were working. So they're trying to do away with the $600 additional payment, and then they're trying to go ahead and make it 70% of your wage payment, and that is capped at $500 per week. The reason they wanted to do away with this additional $600 stimulus payment is because they wanted to make sure that people actually do want to go back to work. A lot of people were making more money unemployed than they were making on the job. The GOP wants people to resume and they want the economy to move forward. So they're making the 70% as an incentive for people to actually get back to work and start earning more money. In this October, when the bill would go into place, that means the maximum unemployment benefits would be $2,000 per month. Currently, people are receiving up to $4,200 a month from unemployment benefits, so it is definitely significantly less. The plan also includes a new $1,200 stimulus payment per adult in the household, and it includes $500 for any dependent in your household. So if you have 4 dependents in your household, you're going to get $2,000 additional plus the $1,200 per adult in your household. The GOP's proposal would add the $1,200 additional per household per adult, $500 per any dependents of any age, as long as you're making $75,000 or less a year. Now again, this is not set in stone, so it may change and it may go back to the House and they may negotiate some things. Last time the House wanted to negotiate for additional things that they support as part of their plan, and that included some money for illegal immigrants and undocumented workers. So you had some turmoil with that plan, and that's why it was never approved by the GOP. GOP also wanted to shield businesses from lawsuits. In addition to schools, doctors, or anything essential, they want to make sure that they're not tied in lawsuits if there's no gross misconduct. A big one, guys, is the Paycheck Protection Program. For those of you that are self-employed or have businesses, you must have already taken advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program that was offered by the SBA loans to help pay for your employees' rent and so forth. That was a forgivable loan for business owners. And listen up here, because they're offering to extend that for $190 billion. The previous Paycheck Protection Program in the CARES Act did not fully fund, meaning there was still billions left to fund small businesses, and they still have not gone through all the funds from that program. With the second bill that's proposed right now, businesses with 300 or less employees that have seen their revenue fall by 50% or more would qualify for the second round of the aid. So if you have a business that has less than 300 employees and your revenue has fallen by at least 50%. So if you went from 4 million to 2 million or from 2 to 1, you would qualify for a second round of aid. As a father of 2 kids, this is a big one. They're offering $105 billion to schools so that they could reopen. The GOP and the Trump administration has been pushing for schools to reopen. You guys could do your own research on scientific data of what the kids pass on and if there's been any proven facts of children actually having coronavirus or passing it on to adults. So do your research on that. But regardless, the GOP has offered $105 billion in aids to schools to help them reopen so that they have the funds for cleaning, social distancing, any of those aspects that the coronavirus has proven to be challenging and has short funded the school system as it is. Roughly 30 billion of that 105 billion would go to colleges. The bill also includes a $16 billion fund to help states with rapid COVID-19 testing. So even though the GOP has been talking about, or the Trump administration has been talking about dialing down the testing, as they say, the testing, more tests, more results are proven positive. So it looks like the US is the biggest carrier of COVID-19. They're offering in this package $16 billion worth more for testing as well. In addition to the $16 billion proposed to states for testing, they are also offering $26 billion to promote vaccines for the coronavirus or COVID-19. So there is a total of about $42 billion in this package to not only test but provide some COVID-19 solutions. The plan also includes 100% deductibility for business food expenses. So if companies provide business meals, those are 100% deductible. They want to make sure workers are getting fed and so forth, and they're trying to promote some type of get back to work mentality. The plan also provides 2 tax credits. They're providing an employee retention tax credit, so they don't want you to lay off anybody. So there's an employee retention tax credit and then an expense tax credit for cleaning and making sure your office is pristine. So check with your CPA or check to see how you could take advantage of those credits once this bill is approved and what money you could get or save out of it so that you could function properly. Because as a business owner, you're incurring all these costs to keep up with the guidelines of the state and the feds. They're trying to credit you back for those costs, and hopefully you'll be able to do that if this bill passes. Unrelated to what benefits you may achieve from this, the plan also threw in a $1.75 billion proposal to build a new FBI building downtown Washington, D.C. It is a short walk from the President Donald Trump's hotel. The FBI would demolish the existing Edgar J. Hoover FBI building. And I'm not sure what would happen with that land when it gets demolished, but the GOP seems to have thrown in a new FBI building into this stimulus package, which does not really stimulate you, but may give the government some type of benefit, or they're trying to pass a new building through the package so that the House accepts it or makes modifications as well. As you know, the House of Representatives is constantly at a battle with the Senate. The House is controlled by the Democrats. The Senate is controlled by the GOP or the Republicans. So the House released the HEROES Act, which again, I did the video, and the GOP now is releasing their act. So our favorite Californian, Nancy Pelosi, has met with Chuck Schumer, and they said they've discussed this proposal. There's some good negotiation going on, and they would meet again on Tuesday to see what's going on with the package. After that meeting, Nancy Pelosi did say that the plan was pathetic. She said it was not enough for the struggling population out there and that they could do better. She referenced the HEROES Act as a better proposal. She said it wasn't serious. Schumer called the plan unworkable. So are they going to get together and get a plan going for the struggling 30 million Americans that are unemployed? I don't know. Right now, the 2 houses, or the House of Representatives and the GOP or the Senate, they're at such clashing that things aren't getting done in a timely manner. And the people that are struggling are the people that don't have money and the people that have the kids sitting at home, which now they're also forced to feed because a lot of the families were relying on the school food system. And right now they're not getting that benefit. So I hope the House and the Senate get it together, provide a very good package for everybody to help everyone out. And I hope that the schools get back to some type of functionality so that children can go back and be among their peers. So far, Congress has already approved $2.5 trillion in stimulus aid, and so this is an additional package. The current unemployment rate sits at about 11%. I do see that rate dropping as more jobs are being built towards the busy holiday season that's going to be coming up, but they do really need to address this next stimulus package, so expect something to come out very soon. Out of this package that the GOP proposed, my favorite or the best proposal is the $105 billion stimulus for the schools. I believe that schools need to resume safely, and I think that it would greatly help a lot of parents to get back on their feet. I always picture a single parent out there that has a child or two, and they are struggling to keep up, especially if the kids are young, to maintain a job and watch their children. I don't even want to discuss how many children are depressed or abused or not getting the attention they deserve because they're not in the school system. I just hope that everybody works this out in the government above so that the children are considered and their mental stability is considered at this point, as well as their health. So the $105 billion package to really get the kids back into school safely is my favorite proposal of this entire package, maybe next to the stimulus money that everyone's looking for and waiting for. I also did a video on what you should do with your stimulus money, so check that out above. And I also did a video, where's your stimulus check money, which is above here. Check those out when you get a chance if you're into this whole stimulus payment package, but also be prepared to get back to work. I think this will be the final stimulus bill that the government offers, and I hope it's a good one. I hope it confronts all of the issues that everyone is having, and it really will help the school system get back on their feet, which will allow parents to return to work potentially. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this stimulus update video. Please go ahead and hit that like button. In fact, smash it, and subscribe to my channel. As always, I give some investment advice here. Everything I do is about investment. And if you want to earn more money, follow my lead and comment below. Let me know what you think of the new GOP stimulus package. Is it serious enough, as Nancy Pelosi put it, or is it a joke, and will it pass? That's the biggest question. They could keep coming out with these packages, but if they don't pass, it doesn't matter. You won't get the money. So follow, like, and I'll see you guys here next time. Thank you.